What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today we're watching Beyond Dragon Ball Super. Beast Gohan's new power against Cell Max. That's the rest title. Cell Max, the final stage. Okay, I didn't read the whole title. Anyway, Gohan got new power. Okay. We'll have to explore this right here. We're gonna have to see what's going on with this new power. It's about to be heat. I already know this is about to be a fire ass chapter. So let's get into it. Closed caption.
As our story now continues, following the initial battle
involving
both Beast Gohan and Perfect Cell Max, now shown locked in a very intense beam struggle against one another, as with neither warrior looking to give an inch to the other, it was only just when Gohan was now shown having to lose ground where Perfect Cell Max then went on to respond, "Seriously now, is this what you call true power, Gohan?
Yep.
Just look at you struggling to survive, yet failing to do anything that will make a difference in what is about to happen, Gohan. So does it make sense to you now? Are you starting to understand what it was that I said before to ring true, Gohan? Your entire life has always been a series of failures, one after the other," Cell continues. "So you were never truly able to ever accomplish anything on your own without the need of having someone help you. Well, where are they now, Gohan? Where are your friends and family to help you against me now? You could never stand on your own 2 feet against me, which is why you will never be anything like your father was, Gohan. Because at least with your father, he was able to showcase a sense of resolve even when he was losing. But what about you? Where is your warrior's resolve, boy? Well, I'll tell you then, because the answer is quite simple, and that is you never had it within you to begin with. And once you fall in a matter of moments here against me," Cell continues, "is when I'll go and turn my wrath towards your allies and your family. One by one, Gohan. One by one, I will set out to complete my mission and ensure that you are all destroyed, never to come back ever again. For you thought that you would never see my face ever again, didn't you? You thought that once you have gotten rid of me a second time, that you'd never have to face me ever again, didn't you? Well, just look at how wrong you were, Gohan. Only this time you will not win, and that is because you can't, and you know it. Say it.
Go on, cook this nigga, bro.
That's not true, Cell. This is not where my story will come to an end, and if that means that I'll have to go and do all that I can to ensure my daughter's safety, then that's exactly what I will go and do. I'm not sure if this will even work, but I have to try. And so even if you're stronger than me within the moment," Gohan then went on to shout upon charging a second special beam cannon, "that doesn't mean that I will fold and just back down against you until I found a way to win, Cell." To which, shockingly enough, from within that very moment, as Gohan was now shown having to fire off for the first time a double-handed special beam cannon, was when Cell then went on to respond, "Well, would you look at that? So when pushed into a corner, you do in fact happen to still have a bit more power left in that broken body of yours, don't you? For your ability to find strength from within the brink of defeat is surprising, but Cell,
2 special beam cannons, that nigga.
Now that I was able to back you into that exact corner, you are all out of power now, aren't you? Because this was your final play, and a bold one too," Cell adds, "as I had never seen anyone go and attempt a double-handed special beam cannon like this before, but this only just goes to show how desperate you truly are, Gohan. And so now go ahead and exert all of the power that you have left, because none of it will be enough to be what stops me. And in case you want to see that for yourself," Cell adds, "then watch as I start to show you that despite giving it all that you have, including your double-handed special beam cannon, that it all still pales in
That
comparison
nigga nice.
to me.
That nigga shell talking his shit, ain't he?
Firsthand, Gohan, for I want you to experience every bit of what you had me experience, both when you were a child and when I was without Dr. Hedo's brain chip inside of my head, Gohan. No chance, do you hear me? You have no chance.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Oh, it's too strong. I can't let Cell win like this. Pan needs me. Piccolo needs me. They all need me. This can't be the limit to my power. I know that it just can't be. Even if I'm driven into a corner with my back up against the wall, I know that this can't be the limit of what I'm capable of. Hang on, Gohan. I'm here, and I won't let that monster destroy you. Because this could be our one and only chance at beating him, so don't die. As this couldn't have come at a better time, Piccolo says upon being shown crawling towards the last sensu bean. And so I just can't let this
technical difficulties
go to a waste. And while at full power, it'll give you the greatest chance of putting an end to that nightmare for good, but just don't let him get into your head, Gohan.
Yes, sir.
You are stronger than him. I know that you are. You have the potential to become the mightiest warrior in the universe. And I know that you can feel it deep within. And with this, I just know you can't lose. And no matter the outcome, I will never give up on you, Piccolo continues. Even if that means that I will need to go and sacrifice myself in order to tip the scales in your favor, then I'll do it. And my life for yours is a trade that I'll be willing to make without hesitation. Old friend, as even through all these years as I've been watching you grow and have battled alongside you, I've come to understand the true meaning of sacrifice, Piccolo continues. And if using this sensu bean to aid you means the end of my life in order to save yours, then I welcome it with open arms, kid. And so mark my words when I say that Lord Gardox will pay for what he's done. Back on over as Universe 15's God of Destruction Gardox and his angel Vodka were shown having to oversee this event was when Vodka went on to then chime in, oh, wait a minute here, now hold on, with Gardox questioning, what do you mean hold on? What is it that you see?
Yes sir, what you see? What you see, nigga?
Vodka responding, now although I'm unsure of where the source of this Saiyan's power comes from, it looks as though my earlier hunch about his potential may in fact happen to be proven true, for I want you to watch and pay very close attention to what is about to happen with him, my lord. To which in the meantime, even despite with Gohan being shown giving it his all in emptying out his reserves and giving it all he has, was when Gohan then went on to shout, oh Cell, no matter the circumstance and the difference between our power, I will not stand to have anything happen to my little Pan. She needs me now more than ever, and so you may be right about a lot of things, but I won't stop fighting you and I won't stop pushing back against you until you're destroyed. Oh, damn it, no, Piccolo went on to then chime in. Gohan's exerting the last drops of power that he has to try and push those beam cannons into ripping Cell apart, but he's losing momentum and a lot of power while attempting to break through, and fast. No, Cell's going to try and bleed him dry before he decides to finish Gohan off once and for all. And I can't let that happen, and so hang on, Gohan. Let's just hope that this works because it's all that we have left. Old Gohan, listen! Hurry and catch this sensu bean before that monster.
It's a good story. It's a good chapter.
It's our last hope to stop that monster, and so now hurry and whoa, Gohan, what's this power that I'm sensing?
Oh yeah.
Freeze up. Yes, that's the way, boy. For you may try and push yourself as hard as you possibly want to, Cell Max then went on to continue. But you're all out of power, and so this is where it will all come crashing down around you. And now that you're fully depleted of your power, this is where you will be destroyed as our story finally comes to a permanent end. And so now say goodbye, Saiyan! As Gohan then went on to say to himself, oh, it's no use. I can't. I'm all out of power, and this is all that I can pull together to use against him.
Oh, shit.
Cell was right. I could never measure up in being the warrior that my dad has always been. Because every time
Don't
I
doubt
found
yourself,
myself
Gohan.
in the middle
Come on
of
now.
almost finishing off my opponent, I always find a way to somehow mess it all up, even against Cell Max's incomplete stage, where he almost went and destroyed everyone. And as littered as my past is with moments of failure, Gohan continues, time and time again I was always just too afraid to take that final step into becoming the warrior that my father had always known that I was destined to be. And although I never intended, nor have I ever wanted to be that warrior, where would all of my friends and family be if I'm all that's left to protect them? You said it yourself a very long time ago that I had the potential in becoming the strongest among us all.
He digging deep. He digging deep.
And I always
Pause.
overlooked it. And I overlooked it because I always knew that you and Vegeta would always be there in case we needed you. And now that I need you here the most, I'm left to do this all alone. And so Cell was right. I can't continue to depend on others in order to fight to save the ones that I love. I can't just let myself think that you will always be around forever, Dad. And without my protection, my daughter is without a future. And I could never have anyone or anything ever stand in the way of ripping that away from her. Whether that's some bygone destroyer from a long forgotten era or an enemy of my past like Cell. And I've come way too far in my life now to ever allow for anything to happen to my loved ones, especially recently. And if I'm the only one left who can stop these nightmares from coming true, then I can't continue to rely on others to do what I should be doing for the sake of those whom I love. Because I'm the only one left who truly can. And I know that I have the strength to do it.
You do, Gohan.
That I have the strength to win. And I can't let this be another moment in my life where I fail again. Oh no, and so I can't let you.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah, he digging deep.
To which, shockingly enough, now from out of nowhere, as there now appeared to be a sleeping monster that had now been awoken deep within Gohan, it was just upon a fraction of a second, as Gohan's power was now beginning to overtake Perfect Cell Max's completely, was when Piccolo then went on to chime in. Gohan, I can't believe it. What did you just do? What is this? What? Impossible! No!
That's Gohan.
All out of power, Cell Max then went on to shout. But you were all out of power, Gohan! Oh, damn that mortal! What just happened out there? Gardox then went on to question. I can't see a damn thing, and so did the Saiyan lose or what? Well, actually, Lord Gardox, you might want to try and open your eyes and look down from the edge, Angel Vodka went on to then respond, with Gardox then having to chime back in. What? No, inconceivable. The Saiyan was actually able to find a way to survive. But how was he able to do it if he was already all out of power, Gardox questions? This doesn't make any sense, but this does now confirm
You feel the power he
Beerus'
had?
realm appears to be a breeding ground for warriors with the vast potential of rivaling a god of destruction in battle. And so that much now is clear, Gardox continues. And this Saiyan here, this Gohan, is one of them. And that alone irks me down to my very soul, Vodkel. But now I am able to see, and since evidence that rotten Beerus had been secretly housing such creatures with tremendous potential, I now understand on what it is that I have to do. You did it! You did it! I knew that you can do it, Papa! I knew that you were stronger than that giant monster. I just knew that you could win! Corral, you disgusting little creature, Gardox went on to then utter. You were never supposed to come this far, with Piccolo then having to chime in. No,
cooking your ass.
Don't go dying on me just yet, kid. Here, eat this, Gohan. It's a sensu bean. It's the only one that we have, and so you need it. And even though I don't know what that was just now, but you made me proud, Gohan. Now hurry and eat this before that destroyer decides to try and make a move on you while you're down. To which it was only just when Pan began to realize that Gardox was beginning to tear his cards up was when Pan then went on to question, hey, why do you look so angry, Mr. Green? Just please don't put my Papa and Uncle Piccolo through any more trouble. They did all that you wanted for them to do, and so what are you about to go and do? Quiet, child, for I should have known better than to go and send the machine to do a destroyer's job, as this only now just proves on what I should have done the moment I encountered that Saiyan on your ridiculous planet to begin with. Well, I must admit that I'm honestly quite surprised to see that you're still alive, Gardox went on to address Gohan by responding, as I wasn't expecting for you to actually make it this far in this little game of ours, but your cunning nature will from here on no longer be what gets you by, mortal, as from here on we will now enter into the final and most deadliest stage of this game, and while you were courageous and strong enough to make it past the first two, Gardox continues, you will no longer carry on any further once we enter into stage 3, Saiyan. What? I'm alive? Gohan went on to then sit back up by responding, but
Gohan, you did that. You did your big one, nigga.
Anything after closing my eyes just now, but hey, are you alright, Piccolo? And my power appears to be back to normal too, but how? It's a long story, kid, but we barely made it out of there in one piece, and when I awoke to find you here next to me, I gave you a sensu bean that I found on the ground during your battle with Cell, Piccolo continues, and it was the same sensu bean that you failed to catch during our battle with Cell on Earth. But don't worry about me, because it's him that you should be more focused on right now, Piccolo says, because there's no telling on what that god of destruction has up his sleeve, and now that we're back, we've got to be on guard in case he tries to pull something on us like he did earlier, with Gohan responding, right, well then don't worry about me then, because now that I'm back to full strength, I'll go and take it from here against him, Piccolo. And so now, are you satisfied?
I like how Gohan was like, hey, Piccolo, sit this one out.
A deal's a deal, and so now put your grudge aside for Lord Beerus for a moment and let my daughter go. I did what you asked for me to do, and unless you're planning something within the shadows, this sick and twisted game of ours is done.
Hey, don't that actual Dragon Ball Super Mario come out tomorrow?
Whatever it is that remains that you want, with Gardox responding, is that so? Well, you don't get to dictate the rules around here, mortal, but maybe you didn't hear what it was that I just said, because this game is far from finished, for there is but one more stage that remains, and it is the very stage that stands in between both you and your daughter, Saiyan. So then if that's how you want to do this, Gohan then went on to shout, then hurry it up and let's get this over with, because I'm not going to wait around for you to try and trick us both into falling for yet another one of your tricks. And so now who am I left to face off against in this final stage, Gardox? With Gardox responding, well, isn't it obvious, mortal, for the third and final stage of our little game will pit you up against none other than me. As I can assure you that any hope that you may have had of winning will no longer be within your ability to reach for, Gohan. As from here on, I will be your final opponents, both literally and figuratively. Oh, I should have known that he'd want in against you, but if what he says is true, then he's all that stands in between you and your daughter, Gohan, and so this is it. You, Gohan questions, so that's your final ace card, is it? Well, fine, then what exactly do you propose here, Gohan questions? How exactly is this going to work, and how do I know that you aren't going to go back on your word and pull a fast one on me once I end end up going right through you, with Gardox responding, "Silence, you puppets, as if you truly believe that you actually have what it takes to win. But I'll humor you by making this very clear, Saiyan, as if and only if you are somehow able to find a way to win, which you won't, then I will award you all your freedom and give your daughter back to you. However, if you lose, which you will, then not only will the child remain here with me for all her days, but in response, both you and the Namekian will forever be destroyed and ensured never to return, as I will go on to wipe you both away from the annals of history for good. And that means erasing you," as Pan went on to then shout, "Erase them? No, you can't just go and wipe away my Papa and Uncle Piccolo forever and ever, Mr. Green." Now, little one," Angel Vodka went on to then point his staff out by stopping Pan. "Please remain where you are. Though I understand that you are upset, I want you just to trust me and stay right where you are," Vodka continues, "for I can see that you are scared and that you are worried for your father," as Gohan went on to transform into his beast form again. "And while I would let you go, now is not the right time to wander off and reunite with your father and uncle until this battle is over. And don't worry, for I made a promise to look after you and make sure that nothing bad were to happen to you, so if you truly have faith in your father, which I think you already do, then you will wait here and watch as he does battle with Lord Gardox, and though I can't say much, I will go out of my way and say that you are not wrong for cheering your father on for this one final battle, little one. And so now let us wait, as it was only right then and there now.
Gohan got a little Zenkai boost too, don't worry. Hey, think about that, he got a little Zenkai boost, so he gonna be a little bit stronger.
Universe 16 Sagas Manga Chapter number 9 special then comes to a close.
Actually, I'll go and take it from here, as I do want to go as far as to address something with all of our dear viewers at the moment. As before I go and give you the following information, if you aren't already a member of Unreal's page.
Alright, that was a fire chapter. Gohan got a new form. That form looks crazy with the long hair. But how y'all think this fight gonna go? I feel like they're gonna duke it out for a couple of chapters, then Gohan gonna go to that form and whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, some Gohan shit. You know that. You know how it is. You know how it is. But UnrealEntGaming, this was a great chapter, man. Make sure you everybody like, comment, subscribe, bro, if y'all like my reaction. And check out the last chapter right here. Check out another what if story right here, man. I'll catch you next time. Peace.